Hi YouTube. I wanted to just take you around my yard for a second. I don't think I've ever done that, to really show you some of the different aspects of our grounds and where things are. I'm currently at the front of our house, right by the road. I'm sure you can hear it. And it's gonna snow here in a second. I just finished filming the other video, so I wanted to, while I was remembering, show you the different varieties that I'm planting this year of the peppers. So, because I do remember giving you that promise that I would do that. So let's go ahead. I want to show you. So I'm right in the front. There's our cars. Right in the front. Let me turn this around so you can take a look at our cherry tree. I know it does not seem like much. It's this little thing, but you have to understand this cherry tree started like super tiny baby. It was very, very small, and over the last 2 years it has really grown. We settled on this spot for it. It's a dwarf variety, so it's not going to get that big. It's not going to interrupt our neighbor's lawn. But we wanted to put it here to get a little bit of shade for the yard. Here's the front yard on this side. Whoop. My kids and their bricks. Anybody else have bricks they got to worry about? So here's the cherry tree with the blue. It's a Montgomery cherry, and it's gonna a dwarf variety. It's gonna come and give this beautiful shade. It's only gonna get about 7 feet tall. So I know that I say that that's not a big deal, right? Dwarf variety is just gonna get 7 to 8 feet tall, but really, like, some of these trees that I've looked at can get huge. And I have dreams of an orchard, and I've been looking at a variety of different plants and trees, specifically obviously because the orchard, that don't get to be 25 feet tall. I want us to be able to reach them, the children to be able to reach them, or, you know, I'm not interested in the reachables, the 2 foot tall bushy ones. I want something that's a little taller so we can sit under and really enjoy ourselves. So I realized I probably should have shown you this other tree first. This is our apple tree. This is our house, and this is the other side of the house in front of the garden. So our cherry tree is right over there, literally in that spot right there. And then our apple tree, we bought both of these at the same time. The apple tree got in the ground sooner, and we will be trimming it up. It's dormant right now, so we will be cutting off some of the branches. I know it looks, well, let me show you. So this is our apple tree, and I've staked it so much to make sure that's nice and straight. You can tell it gets wonky at the top, and I'm gonna try to pull that back. Anyway, you can tell how much larger this tree is because it's been in the ground far longer than the cherry tree. So we're gonna come through and we're gonna take care of trimming off some of the branches because now is that time of year. And we're really excited to have apples. This will be the 3rd year we've had these trees. 3rd year that this tree has been planted in the ground. The last one has only had 2 years. So obviously the 3rd year really allowed it to grow. We're still hedging back our Rosa Sharon here, so that was a really big thing. I'm actually hedging them this way so that the hedge starts up here. I mean, these Rosa Sharon are over 10 feet tall. They're just gigantic, and they were super scraggly, but now I think you can start to see the pattern there. And then this is the entrance to the garden that you see on the videos every morning. Well, I say every morning. I don't mean every morning. I mean at the beginning of each video. I don't do these in the mornings because my children wake me up at 4:30. So you get me when you get me. And today would be gorgeous because it's supposed to be the golden hour, but I think it's gorgeous because I love cloudy weather. So we're out here. And this is the entrance to the gate, and we are continuing to finish this out this year. These are going to be my herb beds. I just figured out what I'm planting. I'm going to do lots of zinnias and calendula and rosemary and sage and parsley and thyme and a whole bunch of other things. You can see I dug out the grass. It's going to continue around here, and just all of this is going to be zinnias. I think I'm going to do some sunflowers there because I think that'll be pretty. I think I'm going to do teddy bear sunflower there because they'll be, you know, a little bit bigger than the azalea that's there, And then I will also like not have my mammoth ones there. I'll show you where I'm gonna have the mammoth ones. But let's walk over to the other side of the garden, back by the cherry tree, and I'll show you this side and see what you think. This is our little path, which was here when we bought the house, but then you can see we have major water drainage issues that we're dealing with. I just cut out this part of the garden. This wasn't here, it was just into the walkway. But this is all gonna change. This is also gonna undulate. I'm gonna create a little like seating area right here because I want to be able to sit and have my coffee, and this is gonna be, it's all shaded all the time, but this is gonna be just a space that's nice for me to come out and be alone. Oh, as we walk by, this was our firewood holder. We built it, my husband built it 7 years ago when we bought our house, and it has died. It has disintegrated, as untreated lumber has a tendency to do. And so we were able to acquire a new firewood holder. And let me show you, it's so beautiful. Right here, how pretty is that? And it fits right between the steps and the fence, and it's just so nice. And there's of course the greenhouse. I'm gonna say that in every video right now. There's the greenhouse. So it was really nice to acquire that. A lady was getting rid of it and didn't want to put it in the landfill, so we're part of a group that is called the Buy Nothing, and we give away a lot of things that we don't need anymore that someone else might. And when I have an overabundance of food, I also post on there if anyone needs anything, like kind of like a food pantry, but we don't need one in our neighborhood, and we do work with the food pantry if we have extra food, so not a big deal. And then this is our backyard, which we have been trying to take back. Come February, well, it is February, this area here is going to completely change, so I want you all to remember what that looks like. That's our path down to our shed. That little white thing right there is our shed, and this retaining wall is crumbling and falling apart, and so we have a lot of work still to do over here. So as much as I love relaxing and the quietness that is the winter time, I also can only think of all the things that we have to get done. Okay, so here we are in the greenhouse again. When the door flies closed, don't be alarmed. No, but I wanted to show you the seeds that I'm growing. I've also seen a lot of people change to this storage system, which is incredibly awesome to see. I love organizational storage systems. I don't normally find anything that I like that's already pre-made, so to find something like this that I really like was nice. And I love, like I said, that everyone is starting to do this because it makes sense for me, it can make sense for others, and it's great. It's great to see so many people get organized. I mean, it's so easy to be disorganized, right? So this is the variegated peppers that I'm growing from the Dollar Tree. The American Seed Company is the Dollar Tree company, and it just says unique blend. That's it, just unique blend. I have not gotten any of those beautiful colors yet. I've gotten red. I shouldn't say it that way. I've gotten red. But I really want some of those variegated ones, or even that white. Look at that white. Like, but no, the Zulu pepper is new for us this year. I'm really excited about this. It's obviously a purple pepper. It's like a really deep eggplant, not a light purple. It's supposed to be a very sweet pepper as well. So I'm excited about this one. My kids eat the rainbow. You'll see a lot of colors here. And if you do follow me on my Instagram, you'll probably see the bentos that I make my children for lunch, just because I love making bentos, and you can judge me for that. I don't mind. I'm also doing the mini bell pepper mix. These are seeds from Baker Creek. Of course, the logo's on the bottom, but this is like a trio of like red, yellow, and chocolate. Apparently all peppers start green, so you just pluck that one early or something. But I'm excited because my kids will eat peppers, the mini peppers, like with cream cheese, some turkey pepperonis, and it's like a little snack for their little snack box. So I really like, see, closed on there. No need, no ghost here. So I'm really excited to see how many these are and if the kids like them the way they normally do. I'm doing the Tangerine Dream. I don't have a picture of this, but this is a small reddish orange, like 3.5 inch long pepper. And so this is gonna be exciting because it'll be a nice colorful pepper. Obviously the bullnose peppers, the red and the green, these are just staples in my garden because I mean my husband loves tacos and fajitas and all types of combinations thereof. And so we have a lot of peppers and onions in the summertime, in the winter time, all the seasons, not just now or not just the summer, all the seasons. I'm doing the Thunderbolt, which is also a red pepper. It's supposed to be like 13 inches long. There's no picture. This is from Burpee. I'm sorry. The Tangerine Dream was from Burpee Seeds also. I'm excited because this is a hybrid, and I mean I don't know if many of you know the difference between the heirloom and the hybrids. Hybrids, you typically can't grow something from its seeds. So I can't save these seeds and grow something from it. I would have to buy more of these seeds if I really, really like them. Heirlooms are ones that are tried and true for years that have been determined that you can grow things from those seeds. So that's the main difference. So I'm excited about this. I mean, the nata pino, if you have kids and you don't grow the nata pino and you like jalapenos, this has got to be the one I'm most excited about. My kids want to eat what we want to eat, and so we'll have like stuffed jalapenos and the kids can't handle it. It's too hot. So the nata pino has the flavor of a jalapeno but without the heat, and like none of my family can handle a lot of heat. My brother, he can't even have turmeric because of the spice. So it's really exciting to grow some stuff that I can share with my family that like can't have those spicy things. The cubanelles, if you don't grow cubanelle, these are so good sauteed. But can we just talk about pickling for a second? If you don't pickle peppers, I want you to follow this channel because we're going to be pickling all of the things this summer. I went on a pickling journey last year, and boy, are these good. They are bigger than a banana pepper, and so like if you want to put them on a pizza, they're substantial. They're not teensy tiny. They're substantial, and my husband loves these on sandwiches. I mean, it's like a banana pepper once you pickle them. They're so good. And sauteed, they're really, really light and rich in flavor. Very good, very good. The shishito, this is my second year growing a shishito pepper. They are so abundant. This is from Baker Creek. I can't tell you how many pounds of shishito peppers we harvested because I wasn't keeping track. I can tell you I harvested 20 pounds of the bell peppers last year and 5 pounds of the jalapeno peppers last year. But I grew in my little garden, but I grew so many shishito peppers. I still have a jar pickled in the fridge, and I gave away so much. It's such a good pepper tea. I'm growing the Craig's Grande jalapeno for myself and my husband because we like it like it's hot. And then I don't think I'm growing any of the others. Yeah, I got the regular banana to grow this year, and then I was still mesmerized by the cubanelles and how big and, I don't know, luscious they look. They just look so yummy. So, sorry, I think one of my neighbors is putting a fence up right now, like at the base of our, who knows. So that's what I'm growing, and I am growing, of those varieties, I'm growing some to share with my friends who've asked me to start some seeds for them because they either don't have the heat mat or don't have the space in their home. And so I started those out today, and I will be taking pictures of them. But I do grow them inside on the heat mats under some grow lights. That's how our grow setup is. And if you're interested in learning more about seed starting, you can watch the other video, and I'll kind of take you through like how easy it really is and how you don't need that money. You don't really need that much expensive stuff to get started. So with that note, I really thank you for coming and listening to my ranting on seeds and how wonderful they are and the plants that we're really hoping to plant. I will show you maybe in the next video my garden plan, because I like put pictures on it and everything just to see what it's gonna look like in the summer. Sometimes I forget that the thunderbolt is supposed to be a red pepper and that it's not a hot pepper, and so I put the pictures on my garden plan so that when I know that it's ripe, I just have the garden plan for reference if I need it. And it'll be in the greenhouse now, like during the summer I won't need to keep it in the house. So, well friends, this coming weekend, Valentine's Day, I'm starting all of my tomatoes. I hope you guys are too. I think of it as starting the love of food on Valentine's Day. And that's how I remember, because how else can you remember in February to start food for the summer? So hopefully you'll be able to join us for that. Maybe I'll go live on Instagram to do that instead. But until next time, thank you.